In this video, you will be shown the My Top Dog learning platform brought to you by Top Dog Education. This learning platform offers you customized learning support for grades 4 through to grade 12. To access this, you need to go to www.mytopdog.co.za. Once you have signed up, you can log in near the top right-hand corner. You will enter the email and password that you signed up with, and then you click Log In. You will then be redirected to the dashboard page, where you will be able to change your grade depending on which grade you are looking for. And you are also able to see all the subjects that we offer: maths, physical sciences, accounting, Afrikaans first additional language, English home language, history, and life sciences. You are also able to achieve badges after doing our online assessments to keep track of how well you are doing. We are also able to create bookmarks and notes on specific lesson components so that you can refer back to them later. If we start having a look at maths, we can see that these are all the different sections that are offered. And we can see that in each of the sections, there are many lessons that will help us learn everything that we need. There is full curriculum coverage for each of our subjects. There is even a mock exam at the very end. So if we take one of the more difficult topics, such as maximization and minimization in differential calculus, we can see that this is a sample of a lesson. We have the objectives page to start, which is a table of contents. We can then click Next. We then have a summary or a PDF document that goes through a worked example, fully color-coded to enable the best possible understanding, and then we have a video explaining it as well. In this video, we are going to be having a look at a two-dimensional problem when dealing with optimization in the differential calculus module. We need to know, so this is a tablet lesson where we have the audio of a teacher and he goes through an annotated lesson. For determining is one radius distance. We can then move on to the next component. So therefore this is three-dimensional problems where we have a PDF going through an example as well, and the next component is an animation showing that exact question. Three-dimensional problems of maximization. Using the idea of volume, leave out the units for now. The four rectangles surrounding the middle rectangle are folded inwards from the dotted lines to form a box, or a and that is the benefit of animations, in that you can show stuff in an animation that you can't necessarily always show on a board. The last kind of media that we have is this, which is a recording of a teacher in front of the whiteboard, going through worked examples, in this case, of functional distance problems. In this example, we're going to have a look at a functional distance problem when dealing with maximization or optimization. Now, x, which makes it plus 4. Take the 4x over, I get 4x. So this is just like a classroom video. At the end of that, we have a recap of the important points that were learned during the lesson. And in addition to this, we have past paper questions. This is an IEB final question. And as you can see over here with all of our components, we have government papers as well as IEB papers. Welcome back to our series of memo videos. I will be going through question 10 from the grade 12 IEB final of 2016. We are told that a rule of 0, meaning if we've got a product equal to 0, we separate them and solve each one individually equal to 0. So therefore, and then at the very end, we have an online assessment. This online assessment is a set of multiple choice questions generally with diagrams, and these are marked online. So here I got the right answer, and even though I got it right, it'll give me an explanation of how I should have been working it out. If I get it wrong, it'll give me the option of where I went wrong, and it will then show me what the correct answer should have been and explanations. Every single assessment question has an explanation available. Once I've finished my 10 multiple choice questions, I can get my results, and I'm given a percentage and a ranking on the website. These rankings start at novice, move all the way through up until master and prodigy. We are also able to go through the questions that we answered and see our answer and the explanation and whether we got it right or wrong. A great value add about this is that you are able to try again with new questions, and therefore you will attain mastery through practice, and more practice. This self-paced method of learning is only part of what My Top Dog offers. It also offers guided learning. Guided learning is a system that has been developed by Top Dog Education to enable you to not have to know where your weaknesses are. The system will determine them for you. They will give you a set of 20 multiple choice questions to answer, and then the system will identify your strengths and weaknesses. Each question has the option of having an explanation, as in every lesson. You can then get your results, and I found that I'm only sitting at a 30% proficiency level, and therefore it has given me the badge of a fledgling. Now I can either go through the questions I have answered, or I can create the universe that will help me to achieve mastery. This has now created a list of lessons that will help me to improve my proficiency, from the lessons that I have the biggest problems with, going down to ones that I am more proficient at. I'm then able to start practicing through any of those lessons, and it'll give me a set of 5 questions. If I'm unsure how to do this, the system also gives me an option of stuck videos, where these are components from the lesson that this multiple choice question comes from. And I can view one of these, and then once going through this, close that tab, and then I'm back at my question and I can answer it. Whether I get it right or wrong, it will offer me an explanation and I can go through that. I can then get my results, and I've now got a 40% marking on this lesson. I can either go back to my list of lessons, or I can simply go to the next one in the list. I now see that this list has changed, and that is because my proficiency level has changed. This shows you that it is a continual journey towards mastering your subject. The aim of this whole system is to try and move the badges of each of these lessons from novice all the way up to the highest possible level. And once that occurs, your mastery will be at its maximum and you will get the best possible results.